Hey everybody, it's Captain CA, and here's another episode of Captain CA on the Fly for Flatsclass YouTube. Of course, we're going to continue the tips. This will be the second tip in our Tarpon series. We're trying to get 6 tips out there before Tarpon season officially kicks off for myself. So, here's what we've got going on. Before we get to the tip, I just want to let you know, really appreciate all the support at CaptainCARichardson.com. You guys have been fantastic. The Monday night fishing episodes that we do on Instagram Live each and every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. I can't even answer all the questions anymore. That's how crazy it's gotten. We had over 300 people watching last week. So we've decided to extend the time. So now when you watch Monday night fishing, it's going to be 45 minutes long instead of 30 minutes long. So that extra 15 minutes, hopefully, will allow me to answer another 15 or 20 questions. Another thing that's going on here as of late is the fact that I'm going to do a reveal soon on Instagram on my brand new Hell's Bay Marquesa. And I want you guys to check it out. I've done some pretty cool things to this boat, and I'm looking forward to using it during tarpon season. So stay tuned for that in the next week or so. But for now, let's get to this tip. I think you'll like this tip. It's on hard baits and plastics for shallow water tarpon. Let's move over here to my workbench and see what I've got. All right, here are 4 of my favorites for fishing shallow water for tarpon, whether it be laid up tarpon or tarpon traveling down the beach. Now this is designed really to catch tarpon that are riding high near the surface, or they're laid up in potholes or over grass somewhere where you can make a nice presentation and reel them slowly in front of the tarpon. I've got up here on top, I've got this on a 5/0 rigging hook. The rigging hook is made by Mustad. It's the grip pin. This is a green pumpkin Fatty Z. Brown pumpkin works really well, and occasionally I'll even use like opening night or one of the lighter colors at times, but green pumpkin by and large favorite color for the Fatty Z. It's a cool little worm bait with an offset hook, and that gap is wide enough to stick a tarpon. Does a great job. Here's one of my custom Miradines. This is the Texas T. This worked awesome early in the season last year. I think you're going to love this bait. I've rigged it here with some single inline hooks. I offset them a little bit. Remember to beef up the split rings to make them work well. That's another one where you're going to make a cast in front of a string of tarpon or a laid up tarpon and gently reel it just in front of them going away, and you'll get great results. Now let me tell you about these 2 in the next clip. Now the Catch 2000 Purple Demon has been a standard in my box for a long time. You guys have seen us do shows on this. Beef up your split rings. Move to the size 1 trebles on this. This is a very robust hook that can handle a tarpon. If the fish are shallow, 6 feet or shallower, this is a fantastic bait. It stays up high above their heads and they attack it. It's dark in color. Remember, these dark colors are what really get fish excited, especially the tarpon. So you want that silhouetted color. So this is a fantastic bait. It's worked great for me. No twitching. Again, nice steady reel. Then lastly, on this Trocar hook here, this is a Trocar 6/0 circle hook. And what I like to do is I like to glue my Z-Man jerk shads. This is the scented root beer gold. I also like to use white at times and sometimes even bubblegum pink. But I glue it on the hook and I simply make a long cast in front of a string of fish and reel it slowly in front of the string. Someone will come up and slurp it, and because it's a circle hook, all you got to do is reel as tight as you can, as quick as you can, and the fish is on. These are super sharp hooks, no hook set required, I promise. I think if you give all these 4 baits a try, I think you're going to have some success fishing for shallow water tarpon, albeit laid up or even fish that are traveling down the beach. As long as they're shallow, these 4 baits are going to work. Here's the one thing you have to always remember when we're talking about these 4 baits. It's the most important thing to remember. Do not twitch the bait. Throw the lure in front of the cruising tarpon, well in front. Do not let him feel or see the bait land. If you do that, and then gently reel slowly in the path of the fish, he'll probably eat it. If you twitch or you reel too aggressively, it's not going to do it. Takes a little bit of timing. You're going to have to work at this. Every group's a little bit different. They swim a little bit different. If they're laid up, you throw past them and you gently, slowly reel it by them, keeping the lure high enough where it's just above their eyes and maybe 2 or 3 feet out in front of them, and they'll ease up and hit it. But do not pull it into them and do not twitch it. You got that? No twitching. Hope you enjoyed that little tip on both the Z-Man and the mirror lure heart baits. It's really going to work this tarpon season. Remember, no twitching. Can't twitch the bait. Only steady reeling. That's how I catch them. And that's how you're going to catch them this season, I promise you. Also, don't forget to follow us here on Flatsclass YouTube. I need you guys to subscribe. I'm putting these tips out about every 2 or 3 days, and we need you to watch them. Also, follow us on our Instagram page, follow us on our Flatsclass Facebook page, and follow some of my personal pages. We've got great lifestyle stuff on there all the time. I've been doing a lot of stuff lately with Papa's Pilar, so I want to get your feedback on some of the concoctions that we're coming up with on that stuff. So hopefully these tips are really helping you out. I want you to leave some comments about them, see what works for you. I learn stuff from you guys all the time. So if you've got some baits you'd like to share, I'd like to hear about them. But these 4 are my favorites for shallow water. And next week, I'll probably share something with you after the Easter holiday about the deeper baits. That's going to work really well for you. Have a great Easter, everybody. Flatsclass YouTube checking out.